WDMS News.
Today is Wednesday, February 27th, A-Day. Please stand for the pledge in the Dundalk Middle School Code of Conduct.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, and I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community.
Please be seated. Now let's find out what happened in this date in history.
Here's a look at this day in history. February 27th.
In 1922, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld the 19th Amendment, guaranteeing women the right to vote. This day in 1972 saw the conclusion of President Nixon's historic trip to China. He and Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai issued the Shanghai Communique, leading to normal relations between the two countries. Today in 1992, Tiger Woods was just 16 when he played in his first PGA tournament. And on this day in 1827, New Orleanians partied on as they put on their Mardi Gras masks. Before that, French residents had been forbidden to wear disguises in the Spanish-controlled region. But after Louisiana became a state, everyone was free to celebrate Fat Tuesday in style. And that's this day in history.
Today's math problem is 19 plus the quantity of 4 plus 1 to the second power minus 16. Be sure to let your math teacher know if you can solve it. And now here's Emily with the word of the day.
Today's word of the day is evolve. Authors hope that their notes, descriptions, and character sketches will evolve into a book. And again, today's word of the day is evolve.
Yearbook sales have begun. Yearbooks this year are going to cost $28. You can turn your order forms into your home teachers. All orders must be made by March 1st. Checks must be made out to Dundalk Middle School. If you need another order form, please see Ms. Weber.
The Student Council will not be meeting this week. And again, the Student Council will not be meeting this week.
Homework Club will be meeting Wednesday afternoons in room 108, which is Ms. Johnson's room. Anyone that needs help with homework or catching up on makeup work for their classes is invited. Bring work to do. Now let's get a check on the weather from Madison.
Is it good? Good morning. This is Maddie here with your WDMS weather for February 27th. Right now, 43 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy. Today, mostly rainy, a high 59 and a low 42. That was your WDMS weather, and I have the temperatures for the next 7 days.
Thanks, Madison.
Now for some words of wisdom.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Enter Muhammad with a few words of wisdom. We've all heard the old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never harm me. What do you think about that? Do you think words can harm you? You bet they can. Whoever wrote that old saying must not have heard about verbal abuse. It isn't always adults who are abusing children with ugly comments. Young people abuse other young people with unkind words, and it does hurt. Today, remember this Vietnamese proverb, nice words are free, so choose words that please another's ears. It doesn't cost anything to speak kindly to others. But we all pay a high price when we verbally abuse one another. With something to think about, that's Intisar Muhammad. Make it a great day, or not, the choice is yours.
And now here is a special announcement.
Do you know what a blood cancer is? It is a disease that occurs in the blood. Our blood is made up of 3 types of cells: red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Blood cancer crowds out the healthy blood cells so they can't do their jobs. Do you know what the treatments for cancer are called? Tune in tomorrow to see if you're correct, and keep those donations coming.
And now here's Mr. Maffalotto with a special announcement.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. As you know, tomorrow is the big day. We'll be having the dance tomorrow after school. Homeroom teachers expect to have the actual ticket placed in your mailbox sometime today by Miss Parsons and pass them out during homeroom tomorrow. Also, students, don't forget we'll be having snowballs, a variety of flavors, pizza, and so on and so forth. Piece of pizza is going to be 10 hoots, and so is a snowball. So bring those extra hoots. You can use them to pay for the pizza and the snowballs. The dance is over at 4:30 or whenever the late bus arrives. I'm going to ask homeroom teachers today to take one last poll. So if everyone can get quiet for a moment, I'll pause for homerooms to get quiet because I need homeroom teachers to do this. Okay, homeroom teachers, please ask your homeroom if they're going to the dance and they need to take a late bus, please do a show of hands and write down only the number of kids whose hands stay up. And I'll be around this morning to get those final numbers. So again, homeroom teachers, poll your homeroom right after announcements and ask who needs a late bus tomorrow. Continue to collect those hoots. Again, you can use them to pay for pizza and snowballs tomorrow. Variety of flavors. Make sure you're there. There's going to be one last push for 8th graders to purchase a ticket today. Mr. Wojcik has agreed to go to lunch today during the 8th grade lunch shift only. And if you have hoots, this is your last chance to buy to go to the dance. We have many 6th and 7th graders that have bought into it. They're ready to have a good time, and we want 8th grade to have that chance as well. So thank you, Mr. Wojcik, for doing that today. Of course, Mr. Wojcik will also be DJing the dance. Those are all my PBIS announcements. Everyone have a great day.
And now here's Mr. Wagner.
Good morning, DMS. I'm glad to see that we're back and we're better than ever. I want to fill every student in. The leadership team met yesterday after school to meet and decide how we can make this a better, safer, and more effective place for each and every single one of you to learn. Two very important topics that I want to share with you today that were discussed yesterday is, one, every student in the hall must have a pass. Teachers, if a student, someone from the office calls down and requests a student to come down to the office, please have that student fill out a pass in their agenda and have teachers sign it before they leave. Again, every student in the hall for any reason must have a signed agenda or pass with them at all times. Again, every child should have an agenda. It's simple for them to fill out, even if they're going across the hall to get a drink. Okay? The other thing I want to announce is that every student that is part of my quote-unquote caseload, and I consider every student here mine, but every student that I visit with or has to come down and see me for a negative reason will not be going to the dance tomorrow. Again, any student sent to see me in the next 48 hours will not participate in the dance. Okay, I want to come on the announcements, share good news, and tell you guys what a great job you're doing, and most of us are doing wonderful, fantastic jobs. Just remember, have an agenda, a pass signed at all times, and please don't come down for any negative reason, or that may prohibit you from going to the dance. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
This is Intisar.
And Emily reminding you to
Stay classy, Dundalk Middle School.